after round one, we said who wasn't picked in the first round, who are going to be some steals in the draft. Well, the draft's over with, and we got where some of our steals ended up going. Forrester, whichever one of us you want to pick up first. This is Ryan Brown's 3 draft steals. Where'd they end up, Brownie?
Ladd McConkey was a high second-round pick. He went very, very early on day 2. Round 3, Blake Corum, the Michigan running back, went to a little team Lance likes to call the LA Football Rams. Is he going to get some?
Yeah, so he is almost identical to Kyron Williams, who was actually second in rushing yards last year in the NFL. Right. Second-year guy out of Notre Dame. Rams fans were upset with this, or some were upset with this pick because he's only like 4 months younger than Kyron Williams. Yeah. And he actually is probably going to cost more money based on where he was selected than Kyron Williams.
Interesting.
But the Rams offense, a lot of people don't really – I mean, if you watch them, they do nothing. It's completely out of sync if they're not able to run the football. And I just think it's a great 1-2 punch now. Yeah. And so I thought it was a really good pickup.
Now, for those of you who have followed the show for a long time, you've known my affinity for Austin Reed, the Western Kentucky quarterback. I wanted the guy to hit the transfer portal just so we could see him at a big school. He did not. He stayed there. He had a good receiver, by the way.
Malachi Corley.
Yeah. He didn't get drafted, Jim. Austin Reed did not get drafted.
That could be the best steal.
I know. It's
undrafted free agent.
This is like Dunaway loves to stick with things. Yeah. You are going to stick with your Austin Reed.
I'm going to die on my Austin Reed hill here because he went undrafted. Now he's with the Bears. That means all he's got to do is beat out Tyson Badgett. I mean, who can't beat out Tyson Badgett, right?
To make the roster?
To make the roster, and Brett Rippon to make the roster. I guess he could be on the practice squad if you can't beat out one of those guys.
And then beat out the very expensive Caleb Williams.
I mean, is Caleb Williams a can't miss for you guys? He's not for me.
No.
Austin Reed could be your Bears starter one day. Let's wait until you guys laugh at me for my Austin Reed play.
Who's next, Forrester, of our Jims? This is Lance Taylor's.
So Luke McCaffrey. Have you guys ever heard of the McCaffrey family?
I have, yes. I have. This one played at Rice.
Are you doing an episode of Yellowstone? Is Bloodline here?
It's amazing. McCaffrey came into college football as a quarterback. They decided to transition him to wide receiver. He's played the position for 2 years. And when you look at his ability in contested catches, what he's been able to do, I mean, I would take a flyer on this kid. He was the 16th wide receiver taken. He's got speed. He's got size. He's got great hands.
Where'd he go?
Commander's got a steal with this guy, the 16th wide receiver. Next, Bucky Irving. I'll never forget watching early Saturday against Colorado, and somebody was like, Zero has got to be greased up. Like, they can't tackle the guy. He has incredible footwork, not a lot of top-end speed.
Teeny tiny, though, isn't he?
But he is small. But this is a guy that he led the FBS for running backs with 53 receptions. So the guy, he's kind of a 3-down back.
That's what I like about him is that he can catch out.
Yeah, went to your Bucks.
Went to Tampa Bay. Somebody that makes Baker Mayfield look tall.
Yes. I mean, Bucky Irving's 5'7" maybe. And then Cole Bishop, the third safety overall. He goes late in the second round. Just such a versatile guy, kind of a headhunter, a little undersized, but Cole Bishop's a hell of a player. I think all three of those guys will be on rosters for the next 5+ years.
And then my 3 steals in the NFL draft, Forrester will throw those up. Andrew Phillips, who I absolutely loved, ended up going
spells his name weird, doesn't he?
Andrew. I sort of like that spelling. Ended up going, was he round 3 that he ended up going? Or round 2, but he ends up going to the New York Giants. Maybe it was round 3, but I think he'll be great. Theo Johnson, I mean, you guys know I'm looking for a steal at the tight end position.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah. Brock Bowers doesn't do it for you, but Theo Johnson does.
You can waste all your headlines. Waste all your headlines you want.
That's right.
On Brock Bowers, right? Yeah. I'm going to go Theo Johnson.
Where do you go, Jim? Who's
also
Theo
to the New York Giants.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So, you know what generally makes a tight end good?
Good quarterback?
Yeah.
And then Michael Pratt, a 7th-round pick, beating your guy by 1 round, Brown.
Yes.
Michael Pratt of the Tulane Green Wave. Now, listen, I know Jerry Jones doesn't like Dak Prescott, but Dak Prescott does some things good, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think Michael Pratt is your next Dak Prescott.
Are you just saying this? Or you really believe that?
I watch film.
Who drafted Michael Pratt?
Michael Pratt Brown went to the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, so he's going to be Dak Prescott when they've got Jordan Love. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we might never see him take a snap.
Yeah. But who also is on the Packer roster? Former Stallions quarterback, right? what was he, Magoo?
Oh, yeah,
Alex
Alex
Magoo.
Alex Magoo. Yeah.
So there's room for Pratt to make this roster.
Rusty's laughing at you saying, I watch film.
I watch film.
Well, the thing
I'm
it would
smart.
take.
I can do things.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to see this, but you go back to the Cowboys, and Dak only really got his opportunity when Tony Romo basically retires because of the back, and then Kellen Moore is going to be your starting quarterback, breaks his foot. Dak Prescott gets an opportunity and makes the most of it.
Yeah, I also thought I'd pull Theo Johnson off because I wanted to get out of the tight end evaluation business because I'm on the record on a pretty hot one.
Yeah.
I thought I'd put in Javon Solomon round 5 from Troy to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Which I love that pick there as well.